All right, we are in Premiere Pro and we are making a stop motion animation project. I'm going to call it stop motion animation project orange. I'm going to head over to the browse so I know where I'm saving my project. I'm going to go ahead and go to pictures because you're going to be using pictures, so why not? For you guys, please make sure you use a D drive or your flash drive. Very important. Okay, by setting this up, we now know that everything is going to the stop motion project folder. My pictures are elsewhere, so we will have to get them in there. You would put them right into there. Okay, so I have now put the pictures into the stop motion project of the orange. This is the same project you are going to be doing. So as I said, there's a couple key things that need to be done before you put your pictures in. They're very, very important, okay? So I'm going to go to, and this is a little bit different from my old Premiere Pro, so project settings, general, and we're looking for, my bad, that's not the right one, preferences, timeline. So edit, preferences, timeline. It used to be under general. They've changed it. No big deal. Oh, there we go. All right, so timeline. So here we are, still image default duration. By default, it's going to be at 5 seconds. You could keep it at that, but my recommendation is to go ahead and move it down to 2. That means that every clip's, you're not going to have to make it as quick as, it's not going to be as long of a project as you're used to, and 5 seconds is just kind of a lot of video to work with when it's just pictures. So I'm going to make it 2 seconds. So that's your still image default duration is now 2 seconds. I'm going to hit OK. Now I'm going to import those files. So I'm going to go to File, Import, and I told you I'm going to Pictures, Stop Motion Animation. There's my folder. They're in the correct order. You can see that 65, 66, etc. I'm going to click on the first one time, let go, and then I'm going to click on the Shift key, and I'm going to scroll down to the last one that I have, which is this one. And then I clicked on it, and I'm now not holding the Shift key or the click, and I'm going to hit Open. In my project panel, they are all highlighted. So while they are all highlighted, I'm going to right-click on them, and I'm going to go to Modify. Nope, I'm sorry, you guys. Remember, this has changed a little bit. All right, I'm not all clicked on them again, so I'm going to click and hold and click on first one. I'm going to hold the Shift key down. I'm going to scroll to my last one. And now I'm going to go to clip. This is all in the PowerPoint, okay, without any of my mistakes here. Video options, scale to frame size. This allows for them to all fit in the screen without being ginormous. If you've taken a picture into Premiere Pro before, you've seen that it is huge, and you have to scale it down. You don't want to have to scale down 300 pictures, okay? So in this case, 65 pictures. Okay, so here we are. Like I said, the format we want to use, it's going to depend on what we want our outcome to look like. I personally, I'm going to go ahead and throw this clip into here. I don't care for this square screen, as you probably are aware of if you've heard me talking. I want it to be widescreen. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to go to File, New, Sequence. There's some different options here. I'm going to just choose the HD 720p 30, and I'm going to hit Enter. And so now I have a new sequence. I'm going to go back to my first picture again, and I'm going to bring it over, and it's going to say it's going to now have the black bars on the side. I'm going to be happy with that, and you will see later probably that you would be happy with it too. We can put some colors behind in the black. You can make this bigger, okay? So I'm just going to Control Z so it's back to original, and that's the format that I would like to use for my project. Hopefully you will choose this format as well. So I'm clicked on the first one, and I'm going to hold the Shift key down again, Scroll down to my last video. And now I have them all highlighted. And as you can see, we have 2 minutes of pictures, okay? And the reason you see this chopping around a little bit is just because it's not rendered and it's just not smooth yet. So again, stop motion animation, 2 minutes of 65 pictures at 2 seconds apiece. We're at 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Okay, I didn't do the math. It's right there. Okay, so now nest a sequence. That's the next thing in the directions. And nesting a sequence is what you're going to do is you're going to highlight them all again, and I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to nest. Do I want to rename it? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to say no. I'm okay with it, nested sequence 01. I'm going to hit OK. And now you can see I have one solid clip. A lot of you've gotten this before. You're not sure why. Nested sequence. The main reason to use a nested sequence on a certification test is to put a special effect on the whole entire video. You want the whole entire your entire movie to be black and white. Instead of taking black and white and dropping it on to every single clip, you just nest the sequence when you're done and put the special effect on. In this case, we want to make this faster. So I'm going to click and drop down on the Ripple Edit tool. Again, they've changed this. This used to be an individual tool. They've kind of put these drop downs in and it's new, so I don't know if it's just slow or if it's me. Okay, sorry about that. So you have to click and hold. Now we have these different options that come up, and we're going to use what's called the rate stretch tool. And I'm going to go to the end of my clip and make sure I'm clicked on my clip. I'm going to go to the end of it and I'm going to click and hold, and I'm going to make my video faster. If you're having issues, just keep trying. You're probably doing the right thing. Make sure you're on the rate stretch tool. It looks like the trim tool, but it's not. Now I'm speeding up the clip. So everything's still in there. This is where we get trial and error. I have this at 13 seconds. To get my best playback, I'm going to hit the enter key a little bit, but just make sure you're saving often. Always saving often in this classroom until we get some new computers. Pause this for you so you don't have to watch this, but me apparently. Do this. Take your time, be patient. Speed-wise, it's really trial and error. Sorry, you're having. Don't crash on me. Okay. All right. So it's playing it back, and you might think, "Hey, that looks good," or you might say, "Hey, you know what? I think you should go smoother." Or I'm just going to leave it like that for the example. And then I put some music under it, and I'm going to move it up. I'm going to do a quick, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry. I am looking for a color matte. They probably move those as well. File, new color matte. Okay. I'm going to choose a fun orange to kind of go with my oranges there. I'm going to pull that out. And I can do that. Again, I could extend this so it goes full screen. I like that as well. It's really up to you, kind of how you like to look at it. All right, so anyways, that's the gist on stop motion animation, if you didn't want to look at my PowerPoint.